What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the SoFi stock. Today is a day to celebrate because we made it to the Super Bowl, in which SoFi will be hosting the Super Bowl, even though the management team said that they're most likely not doing a commercial because these commercials are running near $14 million. I guarantee you will hear the SoFi name, the SoFi brand awareness, over 20 times throughout the game today. So that's absolutely amazing for just continuing to build the brand and have more people travel, to the website to learn more about what SoFi is. Be sure to smash the like button because SoFi management team also delivered what they said they were going to deliver. They delivered you a bank charter license at the beginning of 2022. This is going to boost our EBITDA projections, potentially 1,000% gain, guys. I don't think people and investors really realize how big of an improvement this is going to be in 2022 now that they can lower their cost of capital and use their customers' deposits to lend out, for lower cost. This is absolutely amazing. And I understand a lot of people have massive concerns investing in pretty much any stock in this market right now. Even the mega caps are falling off cliffs. We have PayPal tanking 30%. We have Facebook tanking 30%. These are some of the biggest companies in the world. Lending Club 20%, Robinhood negative 20%, Affirm negative 40%. What's going to be the difference for SoFi? Everyone's saying it's going to be the exact same thing. That's not always the case. Some companies are different, and if you report some big things in your earnings, you will get rewarded. And all of those companies I just said, they didn't report anything dramatically different, and investors were disappointed. That's going to get your stock to sell off. You have companies like a Snapchat reversing 60% gain, turning a profit. That's absolutely insane. You also have a company like Bill.com exploding 40% gain because they had dramatic growth and also increased their guidance. So guys, guidance is the key to having your stock rally 30 to 50% rather than falling off a cliff 20 to 30%. And I believe truly that SoFi will give us great guidance, even with student loans suppressed, because they have so many different revenue streams coming in, growing very strong. So if you find any of this information useful inside of this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel because we're going to be keeping you updated daily on all of the SoFi stock and breaking news. And be sure to drop a comment. What is your expectations for SoFi heading into these earnings? Let's get into the video. So I went through the entire institutional ownership update as of, last Friday. And guys, take a look. Virtually every single bank has a very solid position inside of the SoFi stock. You can see we got Montreal Bank, Charles Schwab, Deutsche Bank, JP Morgan, TD Citi, New York Bank, and Bank of America. You can see all these guys have, a very similar, position right around 500,000 to 4 million shares. I mean, this is a big position, guys. This is about 16 million shares totaling near $200 million. I mean, that's, right around, 2% of the entire, SoFi company. So these banks do have a little bit of skin in the game, and you can see this continue to go up in larger positions if they see what they like heading into earnings. So now you know what the positions are of these banks. They're all right around the same amount. Guys, we do have two big whales that, loaded up heavy on Friday. Take a look at these guys. Artisan Partners Limited and Macquarie Group Ltd, guys. They actually increased their position 200%, and it looks like Artisan just made this a new position. So these guys have, 7 million shares and nearly 5 million shares. So we're talking nearly, 13 million shares, guys. This is about $180 million, 73 million and 109 million. So these two big whales own more than all of those banks combined. So this is absolutely insane. These guys are going in heavy. Do some more research on who these guys are because, I've never personally heard of them, but these are some really big buys coming in that I can tell you. All right, guys, if you're investing in the SoFi stock, of course I want you to do, hours upon hours of due diligence to understand what this company is so you have more confidence holding this stock when the stock market gets really ugly. But take a look at this. U.S. banks closed record number of retail branches in 2021. Wells Fargo shutters the most. I mean, this came out to about 2,927 branches last year. So these branches are falling off a cliff. Of course, that is, having to do with, the coronavirus pandemic and a lot of people switch into digital financing. But we know that, majority of, millennials, they don't really go inside of banks. And that's the exact demographics that SoFi is trying to get to their platform. People that are high income earners that are not well served, in the 20 to, I believe, 35 to 40 range or something like that. So 20 to 40 is what they're really going after. But guys, understand that, SoFi barely has any branches at all. And the CEO, Anthony Noto, and he explains what not having a lot of branches can truly do for their customers. So take a look at just this part of this segment with Jim Cramer and listen to what Anthony Noto has to say about his company.
Yes, because we have a lower cost base, because we're a digital company, not with a lot of branches, and because we're built on a modern technology stack in the cloud, we have a lot more we can give back to the consumer. The bank license allows us to fund our costs at about 50% lower, and we're going to use that to give the consumer a highly differentiated interest rate in SoFi Checking, about 1%, as long as they do direct deposit with us with all the benefits that I mentioned. And that's actually being funded by our lower cost in funding our loans, since we no longer have to borrow money from big banks to lend to our customers. We can use our own customers.
So guys, they're going to be using their customers' deposits. It's going to cut their cost of capital in half. They're going to be able to even give back that cost of capital to you with a 1% interest rate. So everybody's winning. SoFi's winning. The customer's winning. Going digital is winning. They don't have to spend a lot of money on these expenses with these branches. You see these banks, closing down thousands of locations all across the world. Guys, the SoFi stock is being shorted to the ground. Big money, like I've explained in my last couple of videos, are accumulating this stock at massive, massive levels. And this is going to be a profitable company faster than we expect because they got that bank charter license. Once again, this page on their investor presentation, page 26 out of 36, it shows their adjusted EBITDA. This page is now a fugazi. It is not real. It is non-existent because it doesn't make sense because SoFi has got that bank charter license. And you can see the EBITDA says 254 million. Remember, Anthony Noto said this is going to cut their cost in half. So this 254 you're seeing for 2022, it is non-existent. If we scroll down just a little bit, you can see the page updated with the bank charter license. That's going to go to nearly $447 million in EBITDA for 2022. That's what cutting your cost in half does. And this is going to boost margins dramatically. And that's exactly what Bank of America explained in their video about the margins. A lot of these analysts have not really gone into depth about the margins. And that's why I believe they're trying to hide this bad boy away from the world and accumulating at these low levels. Take a look at this right here. The analyst Bahisha is forecasting a revenue growth rate of 40% compounded annually from 2021 to 2024. He is also expecting a considerable margin expansion to 22% this year from just 3% in 2021. Guys, that's a 700% increase in EBITDA margin. That's absolutely insane. That's the time you want to buy a stock, when your margins are at 3% and they're expected to go to 22%. This is absolutely incredible. The time that people are able to buy this stock right now. Nothing that SoFi accomplished is priced into the stock, guys. They went to the market at valuations of around, 8 billion. The company's trading around 10 billion, 16 months later. This is absolutely incredible, the opportunity that we have to buy in at these levels, and you can see the whales are accumulating. Margins are absolutely about to explode. And I know everybody hates the, Amazon comparison or the Tesla comparison because these are some of the greatest returns on your investment in the world, ever. But guys, take a look at what Tesla's EBITDA, was, these past 12 years. If we just scroll down, their EBITDA in 2008, 9, 10, 11, and 12 were all negative millions, negative 70, negative 40, negative 100, negative 200, negative 300, even 60 million positive 2013. That's when the company really started, seeing a little bit of explosive growth in the stock. 100 million, back to negative 200, and then 300, and then 90 million. Guys, all of these years that you're seeing from 2017 to 2008, SoFi is about to beat out, 10 years of Tesla's EBITDA. That's absolutely insane. So in 2018, Tesla turned about 1.6 billion. Let's say next year, SoFi turns about $1 billion. I mean, we are on the path to massive, massive, growth, guys. You can see SoFi has about a 718 million EBITDA projection for 2023. So you can see Tesla just absolutely exploded in 2018. So when you're talking about $1 billion in EBITDA from a company going, negative EBITDA to positive, unprofitable to profitable, which they turned profitable in 2020. This is the times you want to be buying, before SoFi accomplishes all of these things of, having a 1000% gain in EBITDA. I just did a video yesterday on this TikTok, breakup challenge. Guys, it was at 3 billion yesterday. This just jumped to 4 billion views. This is absolutely insane. This might even beat the SoFi Money Moves challenge, which had about 9 billion views. So this challenge is absolutely working. If you really want to see a high quality video, I can't click it because it'll give me like copyright on YouTube, but take a look at this 24K gold rapper. His video, guys, was absolutely incredible. I believe it got like 2 million views, and it really explains, what SoFi is trying to accomplish, anyone who's had troubles with the banking industry, guys. So take a look at his video because he had one of the better videos. Now, guys, I'm very disappointed in these analysts. Even though we got 8 buy ratings, I'm very disappointed because all of these analysts are following each other. They are scared. They do not want to look bad. They do not want to, not hit their price targets. I mean, we've gone from literally 25 to 24 to 22. Now we're under $20 because every single analyst is coming with these $16, $70 price targets. Don't pay attention to their price targets because they absolutely mean nothing. They're just going to go with the flow, whatever the market goes with. As soon as you see the SoFi stock take off and they hit these price targets, they're going to upgrade their price targets. What you really want to look at is this right here. 0 sells. 11 personal opinions, guys. No sells. That's what you want to be looking at. So they see potential, but they're not confident enough in the market to give these $25 and $30 price targets across the board. So I do not trust analysts at all. I trust my gut. I trust my, investment research, my due diligence. And I'm telling you right now, I truly don't believe that this is another PayPal, Affirm, or Facebook. Those are different business models. Some of those are legacy business models. The digital shift from banking is happening like you would never believe, guys. Anthony Noto did a video about 2 months ago, says we see accelerating growth happening into Q4. The stock's selling off. Nobody wants to invest in accelerating growth. I don't know what they want to invest in, but I'm telling you right now, even if the market has a tough 2022 in the indexes, I'm telling you, some stocks will still run that are absolutely blowing out other industries. And I believe the banking industry is one to be disrupted. This is the same exact thing that happened with Netflix, 15 years ago, and Tesla that's just happening recently, and also Amazon with the retail. So industries are being disrupted left and right. You just need to be in on the next one. You don't want to be investing in those industries that you should have been investing in 10 years ago, okay? It's time to move on and stop investing in mega caps that are $1, $2, $3 trillion, okay? You can take a risk in your life if you're extremely young. I mean, if you're in your, 50s, 60s, 70s, this may not be the stock for you. This is definitely an industry I want to be in for the next 10 years. Digital banking, I'm telling you, this is about to explode globally. There's no need for, banks. There's no need for retail branches. As you can see, these things are closing by the thousands every single year. I mean, we could see even over 5,000 to 10,000 close this year because there's a digital shift happening and you want to be in it early. Don't chase 10 years later. Be patient and get in now. And if you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. I want you guys to do your due diligence on this stock. You need to know the ins and outs so you're confident if things get ugly inside of the market and you don't get scared or shaken out, because this company is doing everything that they promised that they were going to do for you, and the stock is sold off to all-time lows, 16 months later. So right now, the stock is not correlating to what the company and management is doing, and that's, a buying opportunity in my opinion. I'm not here to invest off Putin. I'm not here to invest off inflation. I'm here to invest in companies that cannot be stopped and continue to grow in any type of environment. So that's my investment thesis, and that's why I'm going to continue to stick with the SoFi stock. Once again, my name is Kyle. I hope you have a great day.